Hey, Cowboys Nation, this is Cowboys Wire News, your home for breaking news, smart analysis, rumors, and film room insights. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a snap. Let's talk America's team. Brandon AIYUK, one of the most talked about wide receivers in the league, has finally been linked to the Cowboys. And the buzz around this signing shows no signs of slowing down. Sources close to the team reveal that the expected impact is not only on the offense, but also on the team's overall mentality. As they look to redefine their offensive dynamics, AIYUK arrives loaded with expectations. And the media cannot stop speculating about how his explosive style could transform games. Rumors indicate that he has already participated in tactical discussions with the head coach, making it clear that his arrival is not merely symbolic but strategic. The market and fans, meanwhile, have already begun dividing opinions. While analysts project a season where he could become the focal point of every offensive drive, behind the scenes, information circulates that the player has been training intensely, and some say his training routine and mental focus could set new standards in the locker room, something that, according to internal sources, has impressed even veteran players accustomed to leading. Every aspect of this transfer seems calculated to generate immediate influence, and the whispers suggest that his presence alone could shift the team's internal dynamics in ways that go far beyond statistics or highlights on the field. The chemistry between AIYUK and the Cowboys' main quarterback is one of the hottest topics among sports commentators. Internal sources mention that recent practices indicate an almost immediate synergy, something that could accelerate his integration into the offensive system, which is rare for newcomers in high-pressure teams. Furthermore, his ability to break defensive lines and create separation from defenders adds a new dimension to the playbook, significantly increasing the range of plays the team can exploit. Speculation suggests the team may redesign routes or adjust formations to maximize AIYUK's potential, while fans already imagine explosive combinations that could change the course of key matches. Internally, there is a feeling that he is not arriving simply as another player, but as someone capable of influencing tactical decisions week by week. Analysts also note that if this synergy materializes, the impact will be not only statistical but psychological, boosting the confidence of the entire roster, which could be reflected in critical victories during decisive moments of the season. Beyond the tactical aspect, the motivational factor with AIYUK in the Cowboys has also been highlighted. Locker room sources report that his presence has triggered a domino effect among younger players, who see the wide receiver as a benchmark for dedication and intensity. This type of influence is difficult to measure, but veteran players comment that when a talent with a winning mindset arrives, the entire environment changes. It is as if new energy is injected into the group, fostering healthy competition and motivating each athlete to raise their performance level. In unofficial interviews, coaching staff members mention observing behavioral evolution in practice with more focus, discipline, and intensity. Attributing much of this to AIYUK's arrival, rumors indicate that within the locker room, he has already established connections that facilitate not only technical integration, but also emotional bonds, which could prove decisive in high-pressure games, something that fans and analysts are closely monitoring to understand how it will reflect throughout the season. The commercial side of this signing cannot be overlooked either. Brandon AIYUK brings not only talent but also considerable media presence, capable of generating engagement and visibility for the franchise. Sources in the Cowboys marketing department are reportedly already planning product launches, media campaigns, and appearances, leveraging the hype that naturally follows a name of this caliber. Additionally, fans and followers are incessantly discussing his arrival on social media, increasing conversation volume and consequently, the team's projection. The multiplying effect of AIYUK's presence extends beyond the field into digital arenas, advertising, and even potential influence on sponsorship deals. According to insiders close to the club, rumors that he could become a kind of unofficial ambassador for the Cowboys brand circulate quietly but spark debates on how athletes with personality and media reach can shape a franchise's image, while simultaneously increasing the pressure to perform on the field. While the media speculates about stats and projections, another rumor gaining traction behind the scenes involves potential strategic adjustments the Cowboys might implement to accommodate AIYUK in their passing rotation. Sources close to the coaching staff suggest that his arrival could lead to subtle but significant changes in offensive formations, passing routes, and even the frequency of certain plays. The impact, therefore, is not only on his individual performance, but also on the transformation of the entire team's offensive strategy. Analysts suggest that if these adjustments succeed, AIYUK's presence could create a domino effect, opening opportunities for other players to shine and enhancing the overall efficiency of the offense. Rumors also indicate that some of these changes may be kept secret until crucial moments in the season, creating an element of surprise that, if properly exploited, could be decisive in important matchups against top rivals. Finally, there is speculation about how the Cowboys fan base is reacting to this news on forums, social media, and fan groups. AIYUK's arrival sparks heated debates, ranging from exaggerated expectations to more realistic analysis of his potential impact. The pressure on him will be intense, but the energy generated could become extra motivation, something internal sources say has already been noticed in the first practices. The narrative forming is that of a player who does not come merely to fulfill a role, but to transform, influence, and possibly redefine the course of an entire season. The buzz continues to grow, and the sports world eagerly awaits to see if all these expectations will materialize on the field. While behind the scenes, rumors continue fueling the imagination of fans, journalists, and analysts, all trying to anticipate the effects of a signing that promises to be historic for the Cowboys. The whispers about how Brandon AIYUK could reshape the Cowboys' offensive landscape continue to dominate locker room chatter. Insiders suggest that his arrival might force a reimagining of play-calling strategies, with coaches considering more dynamic formations and unconventional passing schemes to exploit his unique skill set. The speculation is that AIYUK's speed, agility, and ability to read defenses in real time could open opportunities not only for himself but for his teammates, creating mismatches that opponents will struggle to contain. Analysts argue that the ripple effect might extend beyond the field, impacting practice intensity, team morale, and even decision-making processes on crucial third downs. Fans and commentators are buzzing about the possibility that he could be the X factor the Cowboys have been seeking, someone capable of turning close contests into decisive wins. Rumors also suggest that during team meetings, he has already been vocal in sharing insights and observations, signaling leadership potential that goes beyond his stats. If these early indicators hold true, AIYUK's influence might extend into the team culture itself, setting new standards for preparation, focus, and accountability, which could redefine the team's identity in ways that the public has yet to fully appreciate. Another rumor circulating involves the quarterback-wide receiver dynamic, which insiders say is developing faster than expected. Sources close to practice sessions suggest that AIYUK's timing with the Cowboys quarterback is already showing flashes of brilliance, with throws connecting perfectly even in high-pressure drills. Analysts speculate that if this rhythm continues, the passing game could become far more unpredictable and explosive, forcing defensive coordinators around the league to rethink their schemes. Conversations in media circles suggest that AIYUK's presence might inspire other receivers to elevate their game, intensifying competition within the roster in ways that benefit the entire offense. Fans are already imagining highlight reel catches, deep bombs, and clutch plays, while internal sources hint at subtle adjustments in formations and play design tailored specifically to maximize his unique talents. This synergy, if fully realized, could provide the Cowboys with a versatile and multi-dimensional attack, creating pressure not just on opposing defenses, but also on the league's perception of what this team is capable of achieving. It's the kind of internal excitement and external speculation that fuels a narrative of transformative potential. The impact of AIYUK's signing extends into psychological territory as well. Rumors suggest that younger players in the roster are already showing signs of heightened focus, inspired by the work ethic and intensity that AIYUK brings to every practice. Observers in the locker room report that even veteran players are adjusting their routines to match his preparation, creating a domino effect of professional standards across the team. Analysts speculate that this cultural shift could be just as important as any statistical contribution, because mentality and focus often determine outcomes in high-pressure moments. Reports indicate that AIYUK is keenly aware of his role as a potential motivator, using both words and actions to influence teammates subtly but effectively. Fans and media commentators are already debating whether this new energy could translate into an intangible advantage during critical stretches of the season. The rumor mill even suggests that some coaching staff members are quietly observing how his presence is reshaping leadership dynamics within the locker room, hinting that his influence might extend far beyond the field, touching every corner of the organization's culture. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. Commercial implications are another aspect fueling the buzz. Sources indicate that AIYUK's signing is already being leveraged in marketing strategies, from promotional campaigns to potential merchandise collaborations, amplifying the Cowboys' visibility in ways that extend well beyond football. Social media chatter is intense, with hashtags trending and fans speculating about branded apparel, personal appearances, and digital content tied to his arrival. Analysts argue that his charisma and personal brand could translate into increased fan engagement, ticket sales, and sponsorship interest, making his acquisition a win both on and off the field. Rumors even suggest that executives are exploring ways to integrate his public persona into long-term marketing campaigns, creating a synergy between athletic performance and brand appeal. This dual-impact sporting and commercial adds a layer of intrigue to the narrative as fans, media, and sponsors all speculate on how far-reaching his influence could become. In essence, AIYUK's arrival is being framed not just as a roster addition, but as a strategic move capable of reshaping multiple facets of the Cowboys' presence in the league and beyond. Strategic conversations behind closed doors hint at more ambitious plans involving AIYUK. Sources claim that coaches are exploring innovative formations, trick plays, and multi-receiver sets that could put defenses in difficult situations. Analysts argue that such planning indicates a willingness to adapt the entire offense around his skill set, creating scenarios where his versatility could be the difference in tight games. Speculation in the media suggests that the Cowboys might even experiment with him in unconventional roles, testing his potential as a decoy, deep threat, or matchup nightmare for defenders. Fans are already theorizing about possible highlight moments, with social media amplifying the excitement and feeding the rumor cycle. Internal sources hint that the player's insights during film study and strategy sessions have been particularly valued, suggesting a rare combination of athletic skill and football IQ. If these early signals are accurate, AIYUK could become central not only to offensive schemes but also to game planning philosophies, influencing the way the team approaches critical decisions week after week, generating anticipation for how this strategy will unfold in competitive matchups. Finally, the narrative surrounding AIYUK's signing is intensifying in the public sphere. Social media platforms, podcasts, and sports news outlets are saturated with speculation about his immediate impact, potential breakout moments, and long-term influence on the Cowboys' trajectory. Fans are dissecting practice reports, imagining how his chemistry with the quarterback will play out in high-stakes situations, and debating whether this signing elevates the team's championship potential. Rumors continue to swirl about behind-the-scenes interactions, locker room dynamics, and subtle strategic tweaks being implemented to optimize his role. Analysts, commentators, and insiders collectively contribute to a narrative that portrays AIYUK not merely as a new addition, but as a transformative figure with the potential to redefine expectations for the team. The excitement is palpable, the speculation relentless, and the anticipation grows with each passing report as the league, fans, and media alike wait to witness whether these early whispers will materialize into tangible impact on the field, marking the beginning of what many hope will be a historic chapter for the Cowboys. That's a wrap. From Cowboys Wire News, for breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.